The Paris terror attacks have reignited a social media campaign by many Muslims who say they stand against ISIS and all acts of terror made in the name of Islam. They are using the hashtag #NotInMyName. Here are just a few of the tweets shared today by Muslims who say Islam is a religion of love and peace. Mirza tweeted, "We are no different. We stand with France. We are one and united. We pray for hashtag world peace, hashtag not in my name, hashtag I am a Muslim." Hazia said there are bombings in our mosques every other day by ISIS. We are killed as much as you. This is not Islam, hashtag not in my name, hashtag I am a Muslim. And here is one last one from Paraz. I am a Muslim and I condemn all terrorist attacks in the world. Islam is religion of peace, not violence, hashtag not in my name. Right now we are joined by Samina Usman, Governmental Relations Coordinator for the Council on American Islamic Relations. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I guess no matter how it's addressed on a global scale, it seems that after every terrorist attack there just appears to be backlash, this Islamophobia. 14 years after 9/11, why is that?
Well, it's unfortunate. I think what happens is that I think people are bombarded by messages that Islam equals terror or all Muslims condone violence or support violence. And in reality, this is the tiniest of a fraction of folks who might support terrorism or might espouse those type of beliefs. When 99.999% of all Muslims condemn this type of violence and speak for peace. The problem is that, we need to get the word out, and Muslims all over the world have been continually condemning violence and condemning this type of terrorism, but it's not being heard. You have imams and sheikhs and religious leaders from all over the world who are speaking out against this. And so I thank you very much for highlighting this, because the everyday average Muslim wants peace, condemns violence. And so I appreciate you highlighting this.
Well, Samina, you say it's important to get the word out. I mean, so do you think something like this Not in My Name campaign really makes an impact for someone who may disagree with you, that they're sitting here, they're watching and listening and say, you know what, I need to change my mind on this? Do you think that's actually happening because of this social media campaign?
Absolutely. I think that this campaign, this Twitter campaign, is definitely helping. I mean, you have multiple websites, you have multiple organizations such as CAIR, such as ISNA. So CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations. You have the Islamic Society of North America. You have multiple organizations that are reaching out and speaking out, and actually even going and speaking out to others in different congregations about Islam and about how Islam condemns violence.
And you think ISIS poses a threat to Muslims?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, more Muslims have been killed by ISIS. More Muslims have been killed by ISIS than people of other faiths. So, they definitely pose more of a threat. And all of these refugees who are fleeing, they're fleeing the violence. They're fleeing the violence that it has been imposed by ISIS. So they are not ISIS sympathizers at all.
So let me ask you that. You just brought up a point that I wanted to get to in regards to being in the news. A lot of governors here in the United States have been out there talking about how they want the borders of their states closed to all these Syrian refugees. Do you think by doing that, that will indeed keep the threat of ISIS out?
I mean, honestly, the refugees that have been coming, they are being vetted. There is an intense security protocol in order to find out, to have them come over here. So they have been vetted, and so they pose no threat at all.
But you can't 100% stand there or sit there and say we don't know the vetting process is, we don't know specifically the government's process. I don't think you can say 100%
of anything, so.
What was that?
I'm sorry, I apologize. I said I don't think we can say 100% of anything. So,
right.
But to my knowledge, I mean, I trust in our government. I trust in their procedures, and I trust that they're going to be doing their best to make sure that those who are coming in are truly refugees in need. And they are the ones who are really facing the brunt of it. They've been facing years of persecution over there, and now when they're coming over here, now they're being turned away. And that's really unfortunate. And I stand by our president and what he says. We need to show compassion, and we need to show our true universal values that America was founded upon.
Well, hashtag not in my name, tens of thousands of tweets out there on this social media campaign. Samina Usman, Governmental Relations Coordinator for the Council on American Islamic Relations. Samina, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's